Hi taste buddies, Kalamari Yiouvetsi, the most amazing dish for this time of the year, which is Lent in Greece. So we're Lentin, we don't eat meat this time, so anything like this, calamari, prawns is on our table every day, and this is an amazing dish. Let's cook it together. And if you want to cook this with prawns, then watch our video with Lakis cooking the prawn critharotto, which is very similar to this. So now you've seen the end result. Let's cook it together. Let's do it together. First thing, I'm gonna take the calamari in the sink, give it a good wash, and then I'm gonna clean it. You can ask your fishmonger to do this for you, but I like to do it myself. These are the legs, small pieces, very small. So as I said, they can go in the ORZO, and every mouthful we have is going to be full of calamari. So the knife is clean, my hands are clean. I need a glass of wine now, and look at this beautiful white, fantastic calamari from our waters. Look at that. So this goes on the side, salt and pepper, and then we let it rest for a little while we get on with the rest of our ingredients. There you go, give it a little mix.
And wash your hands again.
On the side, yeah, and wash my hands again. There you go. And let's go through the rest. Onions, I've got shallots. You can use big onion, red onion, white onion, please yourselves. Whatever you have in the house is absolutely fine. A leek, a small red chili, I always like a little bit of heat. Garlic, passata, wine, the ORZO of course. And some vegetable stock. You can use fish stock if you wanted to make it a little bit more fishy. Plenty of olive oil. And I'm using melissa, which is my favorite Greek pasta. So, onions done, pan is on the fire. Olive oil, always. Plenty of olive oil, 3-4 tablespoons. And always start with the onion. It's very, very important. Onion always first. Time to get the wine ready. No, I'll deal with the leek first and then I'll do the wine. When you have the leek, cut it in half, lengthwise. Put your knife there, run it through, cut it in half, and half again. And then chop. So leeks are done, nice and finely there. Cut, if they're big cloves of garlic, cut them in half and just slice them. Just very, very thin slices. And the same with the red chili. So let me do.
You're going to leave the peppers. Are you going to leave the seeds in?
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
I love a little bit of heat, don't I? I love a little bit of heat. It's not very Greek actually, but I just put a little bit of chili. If you follow the channel, we put chili on almost everything. So the pepper the same, tiny little bits, seeds in as well. And all these beautiful vegetables, and they come in straight in the pan now. Imagine the flavors they're going to give to our ORZO. All this beauty. I think I probably need another drizzle of olive oil, by the look of things.
The onions absorbed it, hasn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Never mind, if there's one thing we're not short of, it's olive oil.
Yeah. So we're going to leave them for about 5 minutes on low heat to caramelize. So while the onions and the leeks, they're getting all the beautiful sugars out, they're caramelizing, I'm going to get a drink and say cheers to all the taste buddies. This dish, I want to tell you a couple of things about it. This dish is a traditional dish we eat during the Lent period before Easter. But not only, it's such a beautiful dish, delicate dish, and as the Greeks love pasta. and we love ORZO. Yiouvetsi is one of our favorite dishes. Normally Yiouvetsi, as you know, is done with beef, lamb, sometimes with chicken, but this is going to be very delicate because of the calamari. I'm not using meat, red meat. So instead you use tomato paste, which is the must. If you do it with beef or lamb, you can see our recipes. Use tomato paste, follow the recipe, but today I'm not using paste. I don't want this tomatoey flavor in the heavy tomato flavor because it's such a delicate dish, you know, with the calamari. So I'm just using passata. So yam as all, and happy Easter. You can see now most of the water the vegetables carry is gone, and all I have now is shiny, like beautiful leek and onion and garlic. So the next ingredient is lemon. Some lemons just give it some nice tangy fresh flavor. So
You want the zest of what? 1 lemon?
one lemon, yeah. I'm doing 2 portions today, so I just want to just for 1 lemon, and I'm going to use also the juice.
Okay.
And at this point the pasta will go in as well. Turn the fire up and start stirring until the pasta gets coated completely with the oil and the vegetables. You want every bit of pasta, every bit of kritharaki to be nice and shiny. Just a few gyrovolies, as we say in the casserole in Greek. Lovely, so this is ready now, beautiful. So give this a little squeeze, a little lemon.
That helps it release its juices better, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Put it through your, saves the washing out, put it through your fingers.
To catch the pips.
To catch the pips, yeah, absolutely. The stock. Basically everything except the herbs. Tomatoes will go in. We're not going to put any more salt and pepper because the calamari also has its own saltiness. You know, all the juices of the calamari, they're quite salty. So we're going to adjust the seasoning right at the end. And the wine.
I'm so glad you put that wine in. You know why?
Why is that?
Because that's my little glass.
And you want it filled up?
And yes, I would. I've been. You can see the difference between chef's glass and my glass.
And,
Yeah. But
and one more thing with it, before I fill your wine up,
yeah.
you can put the wine, where I put the lemon juice, you can put the lemon juice in the wine and then the rest. So the alcohol evaporates, but I don't want it to evaporate. So by the time this is cooked, the alcohol is gonna completely evaporate. So this is it for now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fill your glass up.
So do you put a lid on that? How do you leave it now?
You can't do it, doesn't really matter. You can put the lid on until it comes to boil, but then you have to take it off because it needs stirring, obviously, because it's gonna stick, maybe, because of the gluten. So you treat it exactly as you do in a risotto, basically.
Okay.
Exactly the same. Imagine risotto. Instead of rice, you're using the orzo, the kritharaki, and that's about it. Leave the herbs at the very end because we want the freshness of the herb. When we turn the fire off, I'm going to chop them and put them in and leave them.
It's even after the calamari, though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Well, didn't I put the calamari in? That would have been a joke, wouldn't it? I thought there was something missing there. Oh my word.
Yeah, well, it's the old timers disease kicking in. What can you do?
Friends, yes, it's the old timers disease. Oh my word. I was going to make calamari Yiouvetsi.
Without calamari?
Without the calamari. Good job you mentioned that. And I haven't had a drink yet, honest. So this is the consistency we're looking for. 15 minutes later, and now I think is the time to just try make sure the pasta is cooked. If the pasta is cooked, the calamari is cooked. Calamari doesn't need a lot. Absolutely amazing. While I was loving it, smelling it, stirring it, you know, and
sipping
some wine.
Yeah.
I cut my herbs, which is parsley and dill, very, very finely, very finely. No stems. All you want is the tender leaves. I don't want any stems in there now because it's raw. So add a handful of the herbs. Give it a little stir.
The fire is turned off here at this
The
point.
fire is turned off.
Yeah.
Put the rest in. Dill and parsley love seafood, and vice versa. It's going to give this beautiful fresh flavor into the dish. Ideally, you want to have the Yiouvetsi when it's hot, when it comes out, because the more it stays there, the more it absorbs all the juices and it becomes quite solid. I'm going to have it in about half an hour. I'm going to go in the sun and have a nice glass of wine. So I'm going to put a little bit more water in it. Just a little bit to keep it nice and moist. That's it, this is what you're looking for. A little bit runny, but if you leave it like 10-15 minutes, it won't be runny at all. The pasta will absorb any moist. So it will be done. And I'll say thank you for watching us, subscribe, and see you in the next video.
Have fun with this, taste buddies.
Bye all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.